Hello there, masters and princesses. I am Brent Jensen and welcome to this video. I am a songwriter, musician, and producer. In this video, I want to examine the song Real Existence by Band-Maid. Now, this is an early Band-Maid song that was not written by the band members, and it is one of my favorite songs from their first few albums, before they started to write the songs themselves. It is catchy, it rocks, it is well written, and it is chock full of interesting stuff. The song holds up to this day against songs written by Band-Maid, and the Maids still perform it at Okuji's. Real Existence was released on the New Beginning album in 2015, and an official music video for the song was released in the same year. Today we will be looking at the official live video, which was recorded at Zepp Tokyo in 2018 as part of the World Domination Tour. I will assume you have heard this song, and perhaps even watched this video. If you haven't, there's a link in the description. I'm going to take you through some of my process of attempting to understand how this song is written, so I will get into some nerdy details. For some of you, this may be interesting. For others, it may take the fun out of just enjoying the song. So this analysis will not be everyone's cup of tea. Before we start, let me go over the structure of the song. There is an intro, a verse, a pre-chorus and chorus, then a short instrumental break similar to the intro, and again into a verse, pre-chorus, and chorus. Then there is a bridge guitar solo section going into a pre-chorus, then the chorus, and ending with an outro similar to the intro. Now I want to give you an idea of the chords that are in this song. This is not the exact chord progressions, but will give you an idea of the diversity. Across the top of each section are the chords. In parentheses are when the chords are out of the scale, and the parentheses show the chord in the scale. And then below that are the scale steps that these chords represent. And you can see that almost all the scale steps are represented from 1 to 7. Quite a diversity of chords. Also, I will use my guitar to help clarify some things. So ready? Let's dive in. A little guitar to help out with this song. So let's get started. Okay, what an awesome intro, right? I love that fog comes billowing in with these blue lights shining from behind it. That's very cool. We have lasers. We have Miku throwing herself around when she's playing, which I'm impressed with since she hasn't been playing guitar for that long. Konami's throwing her hair around. It's all very exciting. Akane hits these choked crashes, so that's very energetic. And there's a D, it's a D power chord that Miku's playing, and then Konami has a riff, and her riff, she has two versions of the riff, kind of the first part of the intro and the second part of the intro. But I can hear that F in there, so that indicates we're in the key of D minor, because D major would have an F sharp. Yeah, she's really leaning into that F. Her riff changes a little bit, the second part of that intro. Okay, now it's dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. A little chromatic movement now in this part of the riff. Okay, so the verse starts out, Akane's just playing that kick on every beat. The chords are just playing once a measure or once, they're just kind of hitting them. Da, 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 da. Just hitting them once every other measure, maybe. Gets off to a now the rhythm gets a little more interesting. We hear a synth backing track come in, kind of da 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 da. Miku's tuning her guitar, so she's not doing anything during this section. And Konami starts doing more of a muted chord thing. So the rhythm's building up here. Okay, so I call that the pre-chorus. So they're teasing into a major a little bit there. It kind of brightens the line a little bit. Now there's a really nice suspension on the ending of that. Let's see what that is. So they're ending that pre-chorus on the E flat, which again is not in the key, but it's E flat's a half step above the D. So it's adding that half step tension that needs to resolve. So that's why it feels like it's just kind of floating out there waiting for something to happen. And it kind of just plays right through that. Whoops. Misa does a nice little doo-doo as we transition into the chorus. I like that shift there. Again, a lot of the choruses I noticed for Band-Maid, the guitarists just play chords through them. You know, that really keeps up the energy and the... Okay, so that phrase of the chorus ends on a G major, and then it goes to the da 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 da. So again, that G major has a B in it instead of the B flat. You know, the B flat we have in the key of D minor, but we kind of get that half step suspension. Well, you know, it gives it more of a major sound, maybe more. Instead of a G minor, it's so it kind of brightens the chorus a little bit. But because of that B going into the next part of the chorus, it goes to the B flat. Da 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 da. So again, we have a half step that needs to resolve, and it gives it just an interesting little tension and shift that makes Again, we feel some tension there, and I think that's because it ends on the E flat, which again has that E flat in it, which is a half step above the D. You know, the D is the root of our scale, so we kind of feel that suspension floating out there. Then it wants to resolve back to the da 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 into the D minor. Da, 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 da. Yeah, there is a G minor going into the E flat. It's a nice, I like that transition to the suspension, and then resolving finally when the kind of that instrumental interlude comes back in on the D minor. Then that choke crash. There's that syncopated rhythm Akani's hitting here. Gives it a nice energy. That's kind of offbeat. Cool little place where Konami just is by herself. Okay, there it's really stripped back. It's like the guitars aren't playing, but there's a synth line going on in the backing track. So again, the verse, as Band-Maid often does, the back, the instruments behind the verse are different in each verse. And now for the second half of the verse, they're going back into that muted kind of strumming. But we have like the two backing track maybe similar to the first verse, but then there's the one that started this verse. There's kind of a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, which is a little lower pitched. And now there's that more sparkly backing track. Again, just some nice kind of off-rhythm hits like Konami or Akani. Break. That's fun. Psyche and Misa kneeling down. Also, it looks like Psyche's not wearing heels, huh? She has flats on today. Okay, this time they add that little pause before they go into the chorus. That's different. It's fun the way that Psyche and Miku trade off vocals too, right? In that version of Psyche's outfit, it's fun when she hurries her way across the stage, her little dress cape flies up, giving her idea of motion. A little feedback to it. Da! What is that? Huh. G sharp or A flat. Da, da. Interesting note. Again, giving us a little tension there on the feedback. Da. Okay, that's fun going into Konami's solo. So she starts off doing this chromatic kind of descension, da 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 da, which again goes out of the scale, and it just gives an interesting effect, I think. Both Konami and Miku are badass in this song. So this guitar solo, it kind of has 4 phrases to it, and I noticed the drumming Connie's doing is kind of different in each one, or kind of has regular time and halftime feels. And now all hell breaks loose. So notice she was hitting a snare every beat there, and Konami was playing like those really high-speed riffs, a little, and then she slows it down to a halftime. And Konami's on the chords. Now back to those high-speed notes and the higher-paced snare hits. That slower drum, more halftime feel, but Konami's still playing her high speed. I don't know what that's, sweep picking or something. So that's nice. After that exciting solo, it calms way down, and we just have the vocals over that synth backing track. And again, it's the Psyche and then Miku, so we get both of them a chance to sing. And now we really have that suspension, but now they do this nice syncopated rhythm and hits leading into the chorus. Nice. So again, this chorus starts off, again, a little different than they've done before. It's very heavy on just that downbeat, and then very heavy on the muted stuff. And then, of course, when Miku comes in for her line, everything drops out, and it's just her whisper. So again, very dramatic.
Tell me you are satisfied. Let's get people.
That's very strong. Now the beats are very strong. Miku's jumping around. Miku's like jumping around, then she has her little whisper she has to sing. Now we're back to like the beginning of the song, the intro section, right? So they kind of bookend the song with the same riff and the smoke billowing out. Fog. All right, what an exciting performance. That was Real Existence by Band-Maid. What a great song and an exciting performance. As for the lyrics, they seem to be about a woman competing with the online world for the attention and affection of her boyfriend. She is trying to convince him to experience real life outside and her real love, not just a virtual doll in the world of the computer screen. This seems even more relevant today with the advent of AI companions and convincing virtual reality. Quite a few of the lyrics are in English as well as Japanese. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.